Marvel Studios will not let me rest. This morning, they just dropped the first official trailer for X-Men 97. Let's check it out right now.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday.
Love the callback, the tube TV. This is great. Little recap here up front. I honestly don't remember the end of this series, so I should probably go back and watch the last season. Early seasons I remember so well, but yeah, the later stuff I'm a little bit fuzzy on. So I guess Charles died. I guess pretty common. Xavier is always dying constantly.
We have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
Right off the bat, the vocal performance is perfect. These visuals are absolutely perfect.
We must believe in each other.
They've totally nailed the look.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, Bob. Buzzing in my ear.
It's so good to have them back. It's so good. There's the music. I love Storm's updated look. She's got the mohawk. It looks really great. Subtle changes to everything. Like they look like the 97 or like the 90s show, but just really small changes. That's super cool.
To me, my X-Men.
There it is. That's the moment. That's the moment. My guy Cyclops, leader of the X-Men. I love it. Yeah, March 20th. Ooh, one more thing.
The last will and
I love the casual outfits. They were playing basketball, looks like.
everything he built now belongs to me.
Awesome. Well, there's the twist. There's the twist. Yeah, I mean, this looks fantastic. I think that they've nailed the style. They've nailed the look of the original 90s cartoon. Even though this is computer animated, they've really like captured what's great about the 2D, but they're upgrading it with that 3D consistency, right? But they've still got the on-twos sort of animated style to it to keep it looking like it's 2D, and it looks like they've even sort of filtered it a little bit, like sort of blurred the lines, like the outlines of the characters to make it look like it's actual hand-drawn animation, and that's really, really cool to see. They've really refined this technique of making 3D look like 2D. It's a far cry from the early cel-shaded stuff that we were getting in like the early 2000s. Late 90s. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I love where they're going with the story. I think that this is perfect. I mean, it's just a continuation of the original X-Men animated series. And like I said, I don't really remember the end of it. I remember like that first season is like burned into my memory because that's what got replayed the most. So that's what you saw in syndication. That's what you saw in repeats and reruns, right? So I've definitely watched all of the first season like multiple times, but those later seasons, I think I may not have even seen every episode because I don't recall that end of the series. I don't think I was really there for the series finale of X-Men in the 90s. So I'll have to go back, check those out. I've got about a month to do it. March 20th is when the new series starts. Cyclops is my guy, and so that moment, that to me, my X-Men is everything that I'm looking for in this series. So I am really excited for this. I can't wait. It's just good to have these X-Men back. It's really, really good to have these X-Men back. And what does this mean for the MCU? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait for the show. But I imagine that this will either tie into like What If, or it'll just tie straight into some of the stuff that we've seen in the MCU already. We've got Deadpool and Wolverine coming later this year as well. And we'll have to see, is there a tie into that? How are we going to be introduced to the X-Men proper? Who knows? But maybe we'll hear more from Marvel soon. But so stay tuned, and we'll be covering all of it, I'm sure, on ThunderQuack, on the podcast, as well as here on social media and on YouTube. So make sure that you're subscribed and following, and we will see you guys on the next one. Stay frosty.